Hi, my name is Amanda Guajardo, and I am currently serving as the Executive Director for Tulare County's Child Abuse Prevention Council. Many of the trainings that we have participated on as a CAPC through CalTrin has helped increase our knowledge that the best way to prevent abuse in our vulnerable communities is to offer awareness and education services for parents, for teachers, for caregivers, for community members, and children themselves. Our focus has always been on providing prevention services to a wide range of communities, which CalTrin has helped us address through resources and education. We provide this in the form of education tools and materials. When children and communities are educated and aware, abuse is preventable. Prevention techniques require an adjustment over time, and CalTrin continues to be relevant and really intentional about making sure that their resources are current as cultures move very quickly. And while some dangers remain similar, other hazards faced by kids today are very different than those faced by previous generations. CalTrin offers those trainings regarding intergenerational trauma, as well as current topics such as online grooming, sexual solicitation, body dysmorphia, and campaigns that continue to promote child well-being. These are just some of the samples of the trainings that we have participated in. One specific success that was evident after participating in CalTrin's training was regarding violence. We know that violence is now the leading cause of death for children. And according to the United States Department of Health and Human Services, youth mental health issues, which make children more vulnerable to abuse, continue to rise and are the leading cause of disability and poor life outcomes for young people. So, after participating in trainings, all this, in addition to the ongoing danger of abuse many generations of children have sadly faced and continue to face from family members, coaches, teachers, family, friends, scoutmasters, clergy, and other often very trusted members of their communities. We were able to provide some educational materials, some engage in some parent forums, and get some feedback from youth themselves about what is making them vulnerable, how we can support not only mental well-being of children and youth, but as a risk factor for violence in our community, how can we find safe places to talk about it? Because we know if we don't talk about it, then nothing will change. And so one of the comments that was made from a parent was that they've learned that there is no shame in asking for help. The shame is when we don't ask for help and we continue to repeat the cycle of violence, or not talking about mental well-being and how that is a risk factor that has just been heightened so much more in the last couple of years. So thank you, CalTrin, for your willingness, your passion, and your great knowledge of how to engage communities in conversation that may not be comfortable for many people. We are always excited to encourage our community based organizations and other family serving professionals to participate in CalTrin training. One of the reasons, I guess the big reason is that empowering word, hope. And there are many reasons to remain hopeful. When we are, as a community, tuned in, we can actively communicate and stay involved in our children's lives, which will greatly reduce the risk of abuse. And when we, as a community members, are aware of the signs of abuse and neglect, and we're willing to take action together when we see those signs, we can prevent the worst outcomes. So when we take time to educate children together about safety rules and body boundaries, we can collectively raise an empowered generation that is much, much less susceptible to harm. And so, together, it's our responsibility as adults to pay attention to what's happening for children and to stay tuned. That is the only way to keep kids safe. So, we really encourage others to join us in educating ourselves and into building our own skills and resources for our children. Thank you, Caltrin, for your willingness to support us at a local, um, regional, and state level in our efforts to strengthen families and promote child well being. We are very, very grateful to the resources, the education, the support that you provide to us in at the local level. It reminds us that it does take a village, and we look forward to not only continuing our partnership, but to growing our own organizations and ourselves personally and professionally in our efforts. Thank you so much.